Hi and welcome to C# tutorial developed in Visual Studio 2019. This tutorial is actually at the request of one of my viewers out there, and here we have his email to me. Please help me with the C# calculator, please. One thing I don't seem to understand is there's a lot of calculator on board on YouTube, but why he should ask me, I don't know. So we might as well help him out. So this is what I've done so far. So let's show you guys how this works. Let's say if we say 5 multiplied by 3 there. Okay, supposing we want to multiply that 15 by 2, and we make a mistake. Let's get rid of that 2 and say multiply by 3. There we go. We can add 9 to it, divided by whatever value there, and clear. So let's say we say 85.3 multiplied by 9 there. Can we add another point? No, we can't. And we can even clear there. Okay, plus that. See how it works. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to take you guys into C# development environment in Visual Studio 2019. I will put one of these together. So let's do that now, guys. Okay, let's click on create a new project. Okay, I'm going to select C# and let's click on next. Okay, then let's give our project a name. I'm just going to call that CS underscore calculator. I'm just going to call that YouTube there, and click on create. Alright guys, the form is ready. Now I'm going to select the properties and let's define the size of the form. So I'm making mine about 392 by 488. And there we go, that's the size. Now the next thing I intend to do is to click on toolbox and let's select TextBox. Okay, let's come right down here, grab a TextBox, and the next thing is let's grab a button there. That will do. There we go, that's our button there, and the text box is going to be about much. Right, so let's click on this little rectangle and just select multi-line, and there we have our button there. Yeah, increase that. Let's select both and change the font size to approximately maybe 20. There, I'm going to make that bold, and let's select 20 there. The next thing I'm going to do for this very button itself is I'm going to change the back color. Let's come right down here. Let's go to back color. And let's come right down. See, there we go. I'm going to set it for this. Yeah. Now let's change the font color on that very button. So let's come to fonts right here. I'm going to make that something a little bit lighter. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we need to readjust this. The button itself, I'd like to change the color of that very button to, yeah, it's going to be dark. That's for the button. And the background for this, that should be control. And there we go. And just this. Let's come back in here. Okay, so now let me change the data I have in here. Okay, bring this down, I'm going to make this the backspace. So let's copy backspace inside Word. Now I'm inside Word document. Well, let's go to insert, select insert. Now then click on the symbol here and more symbol, and that is the symbol that I want to actually click on that, and that's fine. Close that. I'm just going to copy that. Copy. Let's go in here where we have the text, paste that in there. But we also need to change the font to, let's come in here, the font will become Winging right underneath here somewhere. There we go, and there, that's it. So the default font is what I'm going to change the rest to. So now let's just click, hold on to the control, click and drag, and that very one I intend to change it to the default font, and the default font is Microsoft's. Let's come in here, that's maybe M Microsoft. There we go, there. And let's change the value we have in there to EC. Now copy, there we go, and repeat the same thing. Select it all. We need 5 of those here. We're gonna get rid of this, and there, one more there. That's it already now. So let's change this to C, and I'll now just speed up the whole process. And this one is going to be plus, let's go back to the symbol, that is going to be plus minus. Yeah, copy that, copy plus minus, come in here and just paste plus minus in there, right? And this one is going to be 7, and so on. So let's speed up the whole process, guys, and I'll come back to you guys as soon as I'm done. Okay guys, and that is it. And all of the buttons also, they all have a name now as well. Okay, those are the names. Now the next thing I want to do is, you see that for the text box, I'm now going to add 0 in there, and align it right. There we go. And the text box, let's change the name of the text box to TXT display. There we go. Now double click on anywhere on the form. Now that we're in the code development area, what I'm going to do first is to declare the following variable. So I'm going to say string operator or operation. Okay, that is going to be for my various mathematics operator. That is it there. Okay, let's make this uppercase. Now that is the data type. Now the next one is going to be double. So let's say double, first number, comma, second number, there, and enter semicolon. Those are my 3 variables that I intend to use. There they are. So let's come right here. The first thing I like to do is, you see all of the buttons with numbers, so I'm going to now change those, or let's select it all and just use a single event, or an event for all of them. Okay, as you can see, I've selected all of the numeric buttons with the decimal place. I will now select events right here. That is it. Click on event, and the event I intend to use is going to be the click event. Look at it right here. Click in here. Let's give it a name. So let's say numeric value. That is the name of my event for all of those. In total I have 10 buttons, no, 11. Okay, press enter. Now that is it. Now what we will do is, we will then create an object. I'm going to call The object is going to be a button, so let's just say B, that is the name of the object, equals button sender. Yeah, there we go. Now that that is done, let's use an if statement. We'll say if txt display dot text equals 0, because we officially have a 0 in there, then we can then say txt display equals, let's clear whatever we may have in there. Come right down here and equals nothing. And let's use an if statement now. The reason why I want to use an if statement is for the decimal place. If that will be b.text equals decimal place and let's enter curly braces here. Then we'll say if not txt display dot text dot contains, and open a bracket, and what it will contain will be a decimal place, and close that. In that case, txt display equals txt display plus b dot text, and enter a semicolon here. There we go. And we're going to now say else txt display equals as follows. Paste that in there. So that should hopefully take care of all of the numeric values and the decimal place. So let's try it out and see how that is going to work. There we go, guys. So let's enter 8.2 point again. See, it only accepted it once. That is good. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let's close that. Now the next thing I would like to do is I'm going to use, let's copy this. I will use that for the clear. So let's come right down here, take care of the clear first, double click on that and paste that right there and there. Now the next one is going to be this very one. Double click on that and paste exactly the same clear in there, but we want it to be able to clear whatever function we have for the second one. So in there I'm going to declare a variable. I'm going to call that string f. Okay, and I will also declare another one that will be s. There, f is for first number, so whatever value we have in here we want it declared. So let's say f equals, that will be, we want to convert that to string. So in that case we will say convert dot to string whatever we have inside the text box, or inside, let's say, second number. Yeah, second number. And the same thing we will repeat. Now this is for first number. Okay, let's change it to s then. And for f equals convert dot string whatever we have for first number. There. Now we can now say S equals clear and F equals clear. If we don't do it like that, we're gonna have an error. So which means we can always clear the second value. So that's clear taken care of. Both clears are taken care of now. Now let's go back in here and let's double click on, since we've taken care of that, let's double click on or let's select all of these numeric all of these operators first and take care of the 4 operators. So I'm going to come back to the event here and right in there, let's give it a name. Just call that operational underscore function. There we go. Right in there, the first thing is I'm also going to create an object. So let's come right down here, come into our operational function, paste the object here. Now the very first thing is, if we have a look at the variables we have in here, first number is double, so which means we have to convert whatever we have inside this operational function. So the first one is going to be first number equals convert whatever we have inside. No, that's going to be double. Okay, let's just say double dot pass whatever we have inside the display dot text, enter semicolon. Right now, operator equals b dot text, and we also need to clear whatever we have inside the display, this very display, equals clear. There. So that's the operator taken care of. Let's take care of the backspace, this very one. Double click on backspace, and right there I'm going to use an if statement. If txt display dot text dot length greater than 0, enter curly braces, and we then say txt display, copy and paste that, equals txt display dot remove whatever you have inside txt display length dot length -1, comma 1, semicolon, and there, that is taken care of. Now let's use an if statement again. So if I'm going to copy all of these, let's paste it here. If this equals nothing, then this equals 0. There, that is my backspace taken care of. Now that is done, let's take care of this, the plus minus double. Okay, for the plus minus, I'm just going to say if textbox dot contains, so let's copy this and scroll right down to the plus minus here, which is right here, paste that in there. If it contains, and that is if it contains minus, yeah, then we want the text box equals text box dot remove dot remove, and what are we removing? That's going to be 0, 1. There we go. Else we say text box, copy this, oops, undo that, copy, text box equals -1 plus text box there, and that is the plus minus taken care of. Right, finally let's take care of the equals. Double click on equals, and the first thing is going to be second number. So variable second number to take in whatever value we have inside the text box, and since variable second number is double, we're going to say double dot pose dot pass whatever we have inside text box, txt display dot text there. Now to carry out the calculation, I'm going to use switch statement. So let's use switch statement. It says switch, and what am I switching? That's going to be my operation. Okay, press enter, and now so it's going to be case plus, and right there I'm going to enter column here, right here, enter the column there, and the first case is going to be txt display dot text equals, let's convert whatever we have in there dot to string, and what we are converting is going to be whatever we have inside first number plus second num there, and we need a break column there. That's it. So whatever we have in here, first number, second number, is added up, convert to string, store right inside the text box. So I'm going to copy that. That is for plus. Come right down here, paste, change this to minus, and change this to minus as well. Okay, that's how easy it is. So repeat the same thing for the multiplication. If the operator is multiplication sign, change that to multiplication, and finally if it's division, change this to division. That's how easy it is, my friend Parker. And finally right here, all you just need to say is default break there. That is your calculator taken care of. Okay guys, decision time. Let's see how it works now. So I'm just gonna select a value there, multiply that by 2, and let's see that is correct. Let's say we want to say multiply by 3, and I don't want this 3. Cancel that and add 2 to it. That is correct. Let's go for plus minus. No, that's wrong. I think I've made a mistake there somewhere. Okay, let's clear the old value. We'll look at that later on. This plus this, multiply by 9 minus 6. Okay, let's see, there's an error. Alright, that is it. That's the plus minus error there. You see this nuts, that is wrong. Get rid of that. Good. So let's try that again. There we go now. Right, supposing we have 5 plus minus, that is correct, multiply by 6, that will be minus 30. That is very correct. Get rid of that, and let's check out the backspace all the way here. Default back to 0. Multiply that by 12 there. So with that, guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you guys enjoy it, and you, my friend out there, I suppose I've met your request, and you have a nice day. And please do subscribe, or you can always join to be a member. And I also have some beautiful merch on board, some merchandise for those of you who might be interested. And please do subscribe, and thanks for watching my video. Bye for now.